Listen to me, you will not be able to grow on social media if you don't have a solid social media strategy set in place for your brand. In this video, I will be sharing my exact branding strategy for social media that I use to set my business up for success. If you're new here, my name is Gabby. I'm a brand designer and business owner, and I teach you how to brand your business to attract more of your dream customers and live your dream life. Who doesn't want a successful business? That's my dream. That's your dream. Let's get to it. Before I dive into it, make sure to like this video if you like content like this, comment any questions you have below, and subscribe for more content from me. Let's get into it. What I will be talking about today is how to combine your brand identity and purpose and social media to come up with a branding strategy for social media. The first thing that you'll want to do is set up a solid brand identity and set up a solid brand guide for your business. I have two previous videos I made about these topics. I will link them up here or here, somewhere on this screen where you can go click and watch those. I recommend watching those before finishing this video so you kind of know what's going on, you know what I'm talking about, and you're set up for success. So the next step is kind of to come up with a marketing and communication plan. So once you have your brand identity and your brand guidelines in place, you have to figure out how will you get the word out? How will people know about your brand, what it stands for, what its purpose is, and all the great things that you can offer the world. So let's start off with social media first. I'm going to be kind of going in the new technology, new marketing direction as opposed to like the traditional type of marketing, because I don't know many businesses that use that type of marketing anymore. But when I was in school, we'd always talk about like radio ads and like print ads and all this stuff. We're not going to be talking about that stuff today. We're going to be talking about this new type of marketing that helps you grow organically and drive traffic organically. We'll also be talking about paid ads just quickly, just because paid Facebook and Instagram ads are helpful sometimes, but let's get into social media. So basically, you have to determine where's your target audience hanging out, and this is important to identify in your brand identity. You kind of identify your target audience very specifically when you're coming up with your brand identity. But you have to determine where they're hanging out. Are they hanging out on Facebook? Are they hanging out on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube? You have to figure out where these main platforms that your target audience is hanging out. And it's okay if they're hanging out on multiple. You can do multiple platforms, but you want to determine which ones they're kind of not hanging out on so that you don't have to market on every single social media platform. In addition to using social media, you'll also want to maybe consider blogging. This helps you drive a lot of traffic to your website using SEO. Contrary to popular belief, blogging is not dead. I thought blogging was dead for a very long time. I would see all these people saying start a blog to drive traffic to your website, use SEO, all this stuff. I'm like, blogging's dead. Blogging's dead. A lot of people say that about YouTube. They say YouTube's dead, you can't grow on there. Well, you can. We're seeing new influencers, new experts pop up all the time, new blogs popping up and driving traffic. So blogging isn't dead, and SEO is actually really important. And you can combine a lot of these strategies. So you can combine social media. So Pinterest specifically is a great organic search engine to drive traffic to your blog, which will obviously be driving traffic to your website, which will allow people to know about you. And then from your blog, you might have a call to action. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram for this type of content as well. So you can use these in combination with one another. So when you don't have a blog, this is something that I realized recently, when you don't have a blog, people only come to your website if they already know you or if they're searching very, very specifically for what you offer. And even then, if they're looking for, if people are looking for a brand designer, there's a bunch of brand designers. It's not, always going to be the case that my website pops up as the #1 recommendation from Google. When you have a blog, though, it helps you rank higher in Google. It helps people who don't know who you are, who are just searching for some type of content that you can help them out with. It helps those people find you. And like I said, when you use it in conjunction with social media, it opens up so many people can come and find out who you are, see your blog, see your website, and see what you offer. So blogging is a great way to grow organically because of SEO and because Pinterest specifically, possibly TikTok. Pinterest and TikTok are really good at growing organically nowadays. Instagram and Facebook, you can grow, but you probably want to use them in conjunction with other social media platforms to drive traffic to your Instagram or Facebook, or use paid ads because they kind of want your money. To put it bluntly, Facebook and Instagram want you to pay them to show your content. Another thing you can add to your marketing plan is podcasting. Now, podcasting is huge now, as we know. It's a little bit harder to grow organically on there, but podcasts do use SEO, so it's kind of like an audio blog, you know what I mean? So it is useful. I feel like if you're only using podcasting to grow, that's not the best strategy. I would possibly use blogging to grow more once you are already a little bit established and kind of got traffic from one of the other sources, or use it in conjunction with one of the other sources of traffic or marketing. The next thing is email marketing. Having an email list is really, really important, because if one day Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube just decided to shut down, how would you get into contact with your audience? If you have them on an email list, you can just get into direct communication with them. So email marketing is important as well. The last thing I'm going to talk about is having an app. And you might be like, whoa, building an app? Me? I don't know how to do that at all. Listen, I don't either, but one of my clients and friends created this platform called 22 Apps, and it's literally a drag and drop app building software. So if you've created a website like a Shopify or a Wix or Squarespace website like that, you could build an app. It's like literally crazy. It's so cool. I'm gonna link it in the description below where you can go check it out. Oh, and also you can get started for free. You can literally start designing your app for free. It's not a free trial. It's literally a free account, 22 Apps Lite, and it's super cool. And then once you're ready to launch your app, once your business has scaled a little bit, you're ready to invest more in your business, then you can do the paid feature, because they have a lot more features in the paid program, but you can get started for free. I'll link that below, so check that out. But basically, with all these things I just talked about, social media, podcasting, email marketing, all these things rely on a different platform that you use to attract your audience and communicate with them, and they determine the type of content that your audiences see. So like Instagram, you might have 1,000 followers, but only 300 of them see your content unless they're actively looking for your content. When you have an app, people go to your app and there's no other competition there's no other types of content that they can be shown. They're only shown your content. And it's a little hub of information and communication that you can have with your audience. So I don't recommend this right out the gate, because, when you're trying to build your business right away, you have kind of a lot to do. But if your business is established and you're just looking for a new way to market it, definitely check out 22 Apps, or just make a free account now. And when the time comes where you're ready to launch an app, where you have enough content, where you've built up a big enough audience to where an app would be really helpful to you, then you can kind of move forward with it. But also another cool thing about apps is they give you push notifications. So it's better than email marketing, because they go directly to your users' phones. They pop up on their home screen, and so the reader has a better chance of getting it and actually reading it. And so you have a better chance of actually selling your services or products. So here's my personal recommendation and what I am currently doing and in the process of doing for building my business. So I'm using TikTok, YouTube, and Pinterest to help grow my brand organically and drive traffic to my Instagram to grow a following there, to my website to drive traffic there. Then I'm using my blog/website to get people to sign up for my email list, which I will implement email marketing on to stay in contact with them. Then I use Facebook and Instagram. Mostly Instagram. I have a Facebook page, a business page, just so that I'll be able to run ads in the future, but I mainly just use Instagram because I feel like almost every business should have an Instagram page now. I don't know, when I discover a new business, I immediately look on Instagram to follow them, to just keep up with what they're doing. And then later down the line, I will utilize Facebook and Instagram to get paid traffic to my website. And then once I start growing and scaling, I will then implement podcasting and building an app for my business to scale even further. The big key here with all these types of marketing channels, social media, email marketing, podcasting, blogging, apps, is to provide valuable content. When you provide value, the following, the customers, the money will follow you. So the key here is always to provide valuable content. And it's important that you already have a strong brand identity and brand guidelines, so that you know exactly what your brand stands for, what kind of branding elements that you implement in your content when you are actually creating this type of content and dispersing it among your marketing channels. So like I said, watch these previous 2 videos that I'll either put them up here or on the screen. I'll link them in the description below so that you can get really clear on your brand identity and create awesome brand guidelines that you can stick to and stay consistent. Next week, I will be sharing my tips on how to brand your business specifically on Instagram. So make sure you subscribe if you're interested in seeing that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you gain clarity about coming up with a branding strategy for social media and has helped you gain some confidence and some ideas in the process. Like I said at the beginning, like this video if you like this type of content. Leave me any comments or questions below. I will be sure to answer them, and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.